Welcome to this custom deep dive. I'm your host.
And I'm your expert for today.
And today we've got some really fascinating source material for you. We're looking at a detailed product listing from HDTVSupply for a highly anticipated piece of video production gear.
Right, the AIDA Imaging RCP-CORE, which is dropping on June 15th, 2026.
Exactly. And our mission today is to unpack exactly how this $1,150 piece of hardware promises to take the absolute headache out of managing multi-camera live productions.
Yeah, it's a huge issue in the industry.
It really is. I mean, imagine trying to paint a giant mural, right? But with 7 different artists.
Oh, that sounds like a total mess.
Right. And the catch is they aren't allowed to look at each other's work while they paint. So you step back at the end and, the lighting is off, the colors clash.
The continuity is just completely broken.
Exactly. That is essentially what running a multi-camera shoot feels like if you don't have a remote control panel. So how does this specific device solve that chaos?
Well, it essentially acts as a universal translator and a power source for your entire camera network. The real tech foundation here is that it controls up to 7 cameras using PoE+.
Okay, wait. PoE plus meaning power over Ethernet. So one cable for both power and data, which is great for avoiding those massive spaghetti cable messes.
Oh, for sure.
But I have a critical question here. Is this just another walled garden where I'm forced to only buy AIDA cameras?
That's a totally fair question.
Yeah.
So while it is obviously optimized for AIDA's own ecosystem, it avoids that trap by relying heavily on the VISCA protocol.
Ah, okay. The industry standard.
Right, both serial and over IP. So through its web UI, you can actually control third-party cameras too, as long as they speak VISCA.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a very agnostic approach to the hardware.
So connecting the cameras is really only half the battle, right? Because the real magic is how the operator interacts with them on the fly.
Yes, the workflow is where it really shines.
And the killer feature for me has to be that physical copy and paste button. It's literally like instantly dropping a custom Instagram filter across 7 different live video feeds to perfectly match exposure and white balance.
That speed is so critical for live production. But, copying and pasting a profile is really only safe if you actually know what the camera's currently doing.
Right, if you just blindly push a setting, you could ruin a shot. Someone else just manually adjust it.
Exactly. And that brings us to the real so what insight here, which is the 4-inch LCD screen.
Wait, why the screen specifically?
Well, it doesn't just display static numbers. It constantly queries the cameras. If someone alters a setting elsewhere on the network, the RCP Core recognizes that change and updates its display in real time.
Oh, wow. So it prevents those live production disasters.
Right, because the operator always has the absolute truth of what the cameras are doing.
That makes so much sense. And for you listening, whether you're outfitting a massive 80 TV sports bar setup or just a small broadcasting studio, you want technology that scales your capabilities without multiplying your workload.
Yeah, it really centralizes the whole process.
So to wrap up this deep dive, the RCP Core is essentially a unified shading tool. And the listing mentions it comes with a 2-year warranty and free USA shipping, just designed to simplify those complex video environments.
It really does, and I think it leaves us with an interesting concept to mull over.
Yeah, what's that?
Well, if a single box can use an open protocol like VISCA to effortlessly synchronize all these disparate camera brands into one cohesive ecosystem,
Right.
what other historically closed-off creative technologies in your life are quietly begging for a universal remote?